down.
Hello, sir. Let's put the conversation now. Let's put the conversation into proper context now.
Yes.
Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, we're talking about the People's Democratic Party. You also said that, you know, in all politicians, the interests of the country should be above all personal interests. And also, as politicians, as party men, you also say that, yes, the party is supreme. The interests of the party should be above other interests. But some people have said that, you know, you just lost an opportunity to be part of the solutions to the problems of the People's Democratic Party by declining the membership of this disciplinary committee.
Listen, those who are telling you that, that's their personal opinion. If you want to be just and be fair and be equitable, I looked at the format. First of all, I have made my reaction known to the people by my saying I would not serve. I didn't mean that I was degrading the party. Justice, fairness have no linkages with anybody. You are either fair or you are not. You are either equitable or you are not. I looked at the structure. The chairman is from one side. The secretary is from the same side. Political leanings are the same. If you want to be fair, you must balance up. The problems we have today in the party, they are not problems that have overwhelmed us. Let us come back, do a post-mortem analysis of the last election. What sent us to why did we lose the election? Simplicity. By the time you were rezoning, you had already zoned the party positions. You say, oh, we forgot of zoning the elective positions. There's no chance in the world that the chairman of the party will come from the same zone as the president, the presidential candidate of the party. That was where the disagreement went. And they didn't handle it well. That was why we went to war divided. And of course, a divided house will be a defeated house. To prevent that from happening. And as we are now, there is no solid opposition to counter the lackluster procedures of those in government now. We are busy fighting ourselves, and we want to be the elder in the room. There's a new concept just recently from the Democratic Party in America. They told President Joe Biden, it's time to go. You'll be 40 years as a senator, 8 years as vice president, 4 years as president. You have made your mark. The world is looking at you at 81. You are no longer as punchy as you were. Please, in the interest of their nation, just please back off.
Okay.
After a lot
How about it, George, sir? Can you hear me, sir?
Bow down. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, you know, a lot of people are saying that it's time for the PDP to put, a lot of people are saying it's time for the PDP to put its house in order. And that attempt by the national chairman is part of efforts to put its house in order after 3 successive election defeat. But it appears as if, you know, you declining and some other people wanting out is a drawback on efforts by the leadership of the party. Or are you saying the efforts of the party's leadership are not sincere?
No, that's not the issue. When you have an issue, I have been look, the founding fathers handed over to my own generation. I was one of those elected on the first elective convention of our party in 1999, December. And we knew what they handed over to us. There is no perpetuity in any office. 8 years, there are, I told you, 6 top positions. 3 up to the north, 3 down to the south. After every 8 years, there should be rezoning. All positions in the north will come to the south. All positions in the south will go to the north. And as they go, they rotate around them. But if you now denounce that, we say, look, the man who just finished as head of state, General Buhari, my boss, had just finished. Now, when my good friend Atiku said he wanted to, we said, no, this is not possible. How do we sell that to our own people for them to accept us? Because we, the card-carrying members of a political party, are not the only electoral members who will vote. People are looking at you. They are watching you. How would I go to the rostrum here and campaign? No, the Constitution is clear. And then somehow he emerged. And then we said, okay, fine. Out of a lot of discussion, bargaining and all that, we said, okay, you won. The national chairman must now go back to the South. You said no. That was where the division started. And so if you are setting up a reconciliation committee and a disciplinary committee, let us do a post-mortem analysis that led us to this division during the election. So pre-election, the proper election, and post-election matters, we would discuss. It is out after that you will now be able to now set up a committee to reconcile people, to prove to the people that never again were we going to do this.
So, Chief Bode George, sir, at what point should that conversation come up? You said that there should be a postmortem. No, at what point should it come up, and who should institute that postmortem?
Okay, what is the? It should have come up since immediately after the presidential election, and we went to court and we lost in court. They were sat down to say, okay, let us now set up a special committee with experience, committed, dedicated people to look at it. That's why I said the post-mortem analysis. In any organization, you must do that. If you try to go for a competition and you lose, whether you win or lose, you must do a post-mortem. There will be areas where you have made certain mistakes, because to err is human. And then it is after that you come, those whom you are going to blame for extra this or for extra that, you sort it out before you now start, you know.
I hear you well, sir.
Only one meeting.
If I hear you well, sir.
Committee meeting, only once since the election. So people are just hanging in their various slots, insulting people. And I said, look, all sides. There are three major sides now. We can't go to war divided. We cannot. We cannot give a
Chief Bode George,
punch.
Chief Bode George, sir.
Looking at what happened, who created this, who did that, to avoid the pitfalls in the future.
Yes, if I hear you well, sir, you mean then that the leadership, Chief Bode George, just